Londi does this thing of introduction very well. I don't do it very well because I'm like everywhere, but let me try. Guys, please follow us. Okay, we're gonna do this. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Okay, so on all our social media platforms, we are Crown Azania. So YouTube channel Crown Azania, Instagram it's at Crown Azania, and then what do we have? We've got Facebook, it's Crown Azania, Twitter, it's at Crown Azania as well. So please do like, follow, comment, subscribe, all those things. So we don't even need to tell you guys because you guys live in the social spaces. But nonetheless, today's topic. I wish is any one of you guys okay? Maybe let me start this. So today we're talking about blessers, blessees, and slay queens. Before I even get to the thing, Yori, is there any one of you guys a slay queen or a blessee? No, before I even get there.
Okay.
Why are you being defensive too?
No, I'm not being defensive.
Don't worry, your mom is not listening.
No, I'm not worried about that. I just feel like, what is a slay queen?
No, that's what we want to go to.
Yes.
We're going to go there. But I feel like I'm not hearing the things that I'm supposed to hear on the other side. So, okay, no, we're back. So we're fine.
Okay.
Now, before we even get to that thing of saying what is a slay queen, what is a blesser, what is a blessee, maybe in fact that's where we need to start. What's your understanding, guys? What's a blesser actually? What is a blesser? What's a blesser according to your understanding?
A blesser? Hey.
Jomei, what's a blesser?
What is a blesser? Why do you ask me as if I know?
Is it somebody who blesses people? Like, is that Jesus?
I
like
think it's
Jesus?
someone that has money. A lot of money to spend on young girls. I would say pretty girls.
With the expectation of sexual favors in return. Yeah.
Or for sexual favors? Is that?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it's based on.
Because the law has really nothing to offer other than that.
Yes.
So does that then mean that a blessee is the one who's going to be giving the sexual favors?
Yes.
Obviously.
But you see, this is the other thing, and not to digress in it. This is the other thing, like that I feel like maybe the society gets something in a certain way, because I believe that when even the woman benefits from the sexual encounter.
But the man benefits more.
In what way?
I think men.
How do we benefit more, guys?
I mean, and you know what, women have a lot to lose.
A lot.
In those situations.
What, their virginity?
No,
No,
not even
besides
that. Not
virginity.
even that.
There's more to lose in from a woman's perspective, really, and also the way society paints this whole thing. It has more negative energy towards women than towards men. Men are basically praised for all these wrongdoings that they do, and we are shamed constantly for it.
But besides the what society think, like, doesn't the woman benefit as well? Like, if we're saying she's a blessee,
Financially.
or she gains financially,
Yeah.
and then the
But
sex
what
part
I-
she doesn't gain, she doesn't come.
I don't think
what's
she
going
really
on?
cares about that. Hey, she's there for
What's
to
wrong
do a
with
job.
women?
Ile mmereko.
Oh yeah, because she's a blessee, so she just okay. No, I get it.
She's there to get her coins. She's a focus jet. Focus
Focus time.
So okay, now let me maybe explain it from what I understand with it. I think what you touched on, I think I concur with. It's probably some of my understanding as well, that the blesser typically it's a man who is dating usually a younger woman who doesn't have the means. What? Because don't be shy. So we usually will be looking for financial benefit or financial freedom, or is it economic freedom? But I think for me, that's how I look at it. So a blesser is somebody who has the means that a blessee needs, but then for her to access it, she needs to have some sexual favors towards the blesser. And there are typical examples in South Africa, guys. So we've got a lot of blesses and a lot of blessers. Can you guys say is it Michael Mtembu? Was he a blesser? He married Kanye, right?
Mandla.
Yeah, what is his surname? Manga who?
I think it is Mtembu.
Yeah, I think so. Manga's Tembu.
Yeah,
Wow. I don't know when they married, you know.
They did.
They did get married.
Is
So
it
I wouldn't
case
say.
anymore?
Can you marry your blessee?
I feel like
Then you're not a
I don't
blesser.
know. I
You're
feel
just
like
getting
that's
married to
technically
someone
not-
who has money. Then you're not a blesser.
Oh, you're not a blesser when
No.
it's like that.
No.
So Kanyimba was not a blessee.
Maybe
I think. But I think because
she started off as one, I would say.
But because I mean the relationship was based
On money.
money. I think.
And what she could get out of the relationship.
Yeah. That's
You
hard
think
to-
then? But then did it sort of like? Can you say then it got to the level where it wasn't that blessee because she got married? Does
No.
it change?
I don't think. Okay. Because if it's still a matter of
What are you guys
money.
drinking even? Yo.
Drinking McFizz watermelon.
Oh, did you add gin on the watermelon?
No alcohol.
Please give them some gin. Anyway.
No, we good.
Okay, and then may her soul rest in peace. Sonto, Noma Sonto, Maswanganyi, Mshoza.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Because she got married to, I think, a rich guy. And then she got all the money. And then she started bleaching. Okay.
It's
There's nothing wrong with it. If you
Is
have
that-
the
money
lifestyle?
and you want to change that, why not?
And then the blesser funds that lifestyle. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Give Merkwa high.
Oh.
I get it. That's what the exchange
It's a
is
trade.
based on.
So now, before we even get to what you guys think and whether you are slay queens or I'm a blesser or I'm a blessee, what is... Okay, let me not talk about what guys did to your tongues. But anyway, whether... Okay, let's talk about this. So, what is a slay queen? Slayage.
But you know what, ne? I don't, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like people mix up this whole slay queen term, and that you don't necessarily have to have a man funding your life to be called a slay queen nowadays.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. What is a slay
Just
queen
looking
according to
strong.
you?
Yeah, it's just looking the part, living a soft life. I feel like that because you know how sometimes people will call you a slay queen,
Just
and
because
it's
you're
like,
in heels.
but there's no man funding my lifestyle.
So what you're saying is that being a slay queen doesn't necessarily mean that you're a blessee.
I
If
feel
I'm
like,
getting it
I
right.
feel like that. I feel like that. That's what I'm saying. Correct me if I'm wrong, but please do explain why you feel.
Because my thinking is this, like I'm thinking, where did the term slay queen comes from? So I'm thinking it came from slay, right? Which has nothing to do with men or...
Exactly.
So, but now the term, how it's used, guys, in the context of South Africa, how we're using it, do you think it's not, doesn't it have that connotation of the slay queen is a blessee? The way it is right now.
I don't know.
Not necessarily so.
But if you think about it, like, okay, who on top of your mind right now do you think is a slay queen? Is there a slay king? Okay, let's talk about a slay
There
queen.
are
Don't knock
slay
it
queens,
for the slay
slay
queen,
queens.
guys.
No.
We are slayer, look, girl.
But there's
Who?
also
Which-
Bonang.
Vanna.
Yes.
Oh, she's slaying.
In
She's a
every
slay queen.
department.
Exactly, and there's no man funding her life.
Yes.
How do we know this? Didn't they say
As
she was
well,
funded
She
from
works
Nigeria?
hard. She works hard. It doesn't
She
matter
works
who
hard
she
for her money.
dates. She works hard. She's a hard-working woman.
So that's a typical, that's somebody that you can say she's a slay queen.
Yes.
Who else? Because I'm going to mention some names and maybe they're controversial.
Mention them. Let's go.
Who else is a slay queen according to you guys? Who else is slaying out there?
I mean, it's Bonang for me. Bonang all the way, friend.
Bonang.
Yeah, all the way.
Only Wanang in South Africa.
Like, I feel like she has the crown for me.
But is there anybody else that
I
you're
feel
thinking
like there's
about?
a lot. Even the
There are.
influencers, your Vicky Jonas, your Mishagis.
Mikhali, she's an influencer.
Yeah.
Is she is she a slay queen?
Mishagi Kari, she's everything. Eh? she can be defined as a lot, but she's an amazing woman. She's a very focused hand.
Is that a new term for slay queen? An amazing woman.
She's focused as well.
She's a very focused hand. A very focused hand.
But then, can you say she's a slay queen?
She slays.
She slays. Yeah,
And then, is a lifestyle funded by a blesser?
You see, that's the tricky part.
I don't-
There's a lot of hearsay.
Oh, maybe. You remember what Jackie Pamutse was saying the other time? Maybe there's a snake. Eh?
Maybe there is. Maybe there is. This whole snake thing is also just tricky.
So, did you say you want a snake?
Yeah. If it's gonna give me that life, why not?
But do you understand that these things are temporary?
Jinimbi died because of these snakes. They said Jinimbi died because of snakes.
I'd rather live my
Okay,
life.
ni check each stop at that red thing, ni press a food. It over with a flicker red apple, usumbeze ku record. Yeah. And I'm not saying don't talk to us. So, because there's the whole thing originimbi na ye died, because was he then a blesser? Like, okay, that's the other thing. You say, does it take a lot besides just money to be a blesser? Let's start there. Does it take a lot? Like, because some people are saying, Chinimbi, you know, but you are twala, nani, you know, this thing of twala and all those kind of things. And then there was a video of a guy under a BMW X5. He was crawling, you know, like a snake. And then, but snake thingy gone wrong. Twala gone wrong. Oh Lord, there goes that tongue. Anyway.
Do I think there's more to it than money?
From the guy side of things,
side.
does he have to give a lot? Like,
You know
is it
why?
mainly the guys who get money from these things, or I can be a blesser? I mean, I can just bless you guys, bless. Like, I'm not like Jesus. I don't carry blessings around.
But money is blessings.
But does it take? Do you think it takes a lot from the guy? Because you guys said a blessee is somebody who's in it for the money. Then the blesser probably wants sexual favors and whatever else that we don't know. But does it take more than that from the guy, from the blesser? And is the blesser only guys? Can the women be blessers?
Like things are changing. So I think a woman can be a blesser, definitely. A lot of women are financially, you know, there, and they don't want anything serious, and they're willing to. There's guys now like these slay kings.
Young guys, right?
Yes,
Like those two.
The big tens that are getting
My 2000 boys.
So yeah, I feel like a woman can be a blesser too.
I'd love that actually. I feel like it gives a woman so much power. You can control the gender.
So someone is asking, are we going in the direction of Uktwala, or are we talking about blessers?
No, we're still talking about the blessee. Because I'm thinking, how does this thing come about?
How does it come about?
How does this whole thing of saying blesser, blessee, how does it really come about? Is it because people have been getting snakes, then they are capable of being blessers? Or Mutsipe doesn't necessarily need to have a snake. He can just, bless people.
He doesn't have a snake.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just giving an example.
No, this whole snake thing, I think it's certain people that do it, not everyone. There's men that do work hard for their money, and I feel like the whole blesser blessee thing has been there since before this whole snake drama. So there is men that do work hard for their money, and they do partake in such things. It doesn't necessarily have to, but now, with this whole concept of the snakes and so on and so forth, people started getting it wrong and say a lot of men are making their money through the wrong way, and that's kind of wrong.
But also the girls that said that, friend, they came with receipts.
But you can't say all men.
We're not saying all men.
Or majority. There's actually men.
Some men do it, friend.
There is men that do it. And I think it's very cruel when it comes to sacrificing young women in the process.
But I feel like women push them to actually go twala.
How so?
Maybe then I want you, I'm a man,
Yeah.
I don't have money, and when you want a guy that has money, and then I've been trying to get my money right, but I couldn't. And a friend tells me, no hako KZN.
So in other words, women are the reason men drive
Mostly.
themselves
Yeah,
into this
mostly.
life.
Yeah, mostly. Why would you want to have money and not have girls? If you are a man, why?
Wow.
Money means girls and nice cars and all that. That's a man's fault. Women and cars.
DK, what's your take?
Ish, guys. I mean, like, okay, so let me get to that thing of saying whether the guys who bless. I don't think. Okay, my take is that I don't think it's necessarily that the guy who has to have who is the blesser has to go and ukutwala.
No,
Yeah,
not
so-
all of them. Just you having money to spend.
But you see, the other thing, the reason why I'm asking that is that there are people who are going to that extra length, like guys,
Yes.
to get the money so that they become blessers.
That's what
So then the whole thing sort of like gets to be in some kind of a gray area, if you think about it, to say who is making their money properly. Because all these people that apparently are blessing people, it will seem that they are living a certain lifestyle which is associated with uktwal. That's where I was getting to. But nonetheless, guys, I was asking a question. Besides Bonang and Michali, any other slay queen? Because I want to get to this Blessee thing, because there's been a lot that has been talked about. Like, I can think on top of my head, like people like, it's Faith in Kids a slay queen.
Let me drink my water.
Does she get into that description of being a slay queen?
I feel like she started off by being a blessing.
she might still be one.
She might still be one.
I
okay?
feel like if you go
But-
into that lifestyle and you are used to being taken care of,
I guess so.
you
I guess
always
so.
have someone taking care of you. You are used to that lifestyle.
But then now she's making her own money.
Are you sure she's
She's-
making money out of
no,
the makeup
but
thing?
There's different ways she's making money. Remember, it's not just makeup.
But who watches
she
her
does-
show? If you
She
want
started
to
by
see-
tricking.
Despite her show,
Queen track.
when she does her appearances and she hosts, there's so many, because now you're there. When you become a face for people's brands, products, and so on, there's different forms of income.
So they pay you so well to buy a Range Rover. I'm just saying.
It's possible. We don't know how she's.
And during lockdown, these people were buying cars.
But guys, installments. I'm just saying.
She's not working.
No, but she has different forms of income, I would say.
She does.
Eventually, she got that recognition, and from there, I don't know, things started working out for herself. So maybe having a man is just like, I don't know. Would you say you have a friend that's like a slave queen or?
Me? Nah.
Would you say you're one?
Hell no. I like looking pretty, but I'm not a slave queen.
So we established that, right? A slave queen is not necessarily somebody that gets money from men or that has men funding their lifestyle. So is it just looking pretty? Is it just looking pretty?
And I feel like getting the bag, man, by all means necessary, makes you slay queen. Getting
Getting the bag how?
By
Even
all
if
means
it's by
necessary.
yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it makes you slay queen. You are slaying in all departments.
Okay. Fair enough. So you could be a slave queen.
Ma?
You could be a slave queen.
When?
You could qualify to be a slave queen.
Yeah.
You could be one. Because I mean, we did establish that it's not necessarily getting funded by him. Okay.
But okay, so
The camera, there's something wrong with the camera.
Is it? I don't know.
That
I think
camera.
it's currently saying this one because they live.
Yeah.
They're saying they can't see
properly.
oh, on what? On Instagram? Oh, your camera?
It's not a.
Hmm?
Not
It's not
ours.
a.
Ours is working
Perfectly. This is the reason why you guys also have to go live. There is Faith in Ketis's live, guys. Let's go in live with her and check with her if she's a slay or slay. Yeah, there's something wrong with the camera. Guys, there's something wrong with everything today, actually, if you think about it. Anyway, so, okay, while we're trying to fix that, ne? Now, we were saying that Faith probably started, because she started by tricking.
Yeah.
It looks like she tracked a way
Her
up.
way up.
True.
Yeah.
Because some people sleep their way up. Are those blessees?
Definitely.
Getting positions.
But will you, like,
Not
okay.
as I said, any means, but if that's gonna get the bag for you, who are we to judge?
Yeah, no, we're not here
Well,
to judge. Because we're just talking about this lifestyle to say, because it's the reason why, ne, we're talking about this, it's also that the kids today are actually watching this lifestyle. And they might, I mean, somebody might be like, oh, school, for what?
Yeah, some of them are inspired to.
Exactly. And then, okay, there's like, I'm going to school ne, so that I can work and make money. Okay, the goal is to make money. Man, I can take a shortcut. Let me get myself a blesser.
There's always a short life in life.
You understand? So there's those kind of things. But what do you think? Do you feel or those kind of things are wrong or right? Does it matter for you guys? Are you worried about them? Is it something that have an impact on your daily lives? Because I'm going to come to a question where I'm going to ask you if you are slay queens or blessees. And also you can ask me if I'm a blesser or I'm being blessed as well. Because there's men, obviously,
There's
that
men that are receiving the blessing.
they are receiving from the other end. Yeah?
Yes. Okay. Do I feel like there's something wrong with it?
Is it okay? Is it
It really depends.
on?
For me, it depends on. Am I looking at this from a general perspective or from the woman specifically?
Whichever
as a man?
perspective.
Am I dividing it like that?
Whichever perspective you want to take it.
You know what, man? I feel like from the woman's perspective,
Mm-hmm.
you know, some women were raised into believing that that's the only way, or
True.
were placed in circumstances where they felt like that was the only way for them to deal with things. Because okay, I'm in a tricky situation, and here's an easy form of finding my way out and finding my way around, and they opted for that. They just like, you know what, all I have to do is this, and you know the rest will figure itself out. From men, there's a lot of married men that are doing this, which is what bothers me.
Yeah.
Married
same,
men, okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of married men which are doing this, which is
Why
what
do you think
bothers
they are
me.
doing it?
We're not married, we wouldn't know.
No, but what do you
Yeah,
think?
selfish.
What do you think the married men are doing it?
No, men just have a polygamous nature.
Getting
And
judged.
they
So
can't- they
so
can't-
men
they're not
being
satisfied.
polygamous is their nature.
They're never satisfied. I feel like that.
Do you think most men who are
That's what they made
in
the norm.
monogamous relationships are going against their nature?
Yeah, no. You know what, man? I just feel like also men just need to communicate with their partners. If you're doing it because you feel like there's something that's lacking in your life, then communicate. And if
But
you're
you-
just not a one woman type of man, communicate.
Mm.
You want
Yeah,
to marry another wife, maybe that'll make things better. Communicate. At least I will know that when he's not here, he's there.
But are you saying it's mostly married men who do this blesser
Yes.
kind of thing? So
I feel like
isn't there a
majority
lot?
is
There's not a lot of.
Because remember, you guys sort of start becoming blessers when you're in this late stage of life where you've, you know, made it, sort of career-wise, you have a good income, and now you just there like, I don't know.
You feel like you're on top of the world. can take on anything.
Yeah, you see that girls, I mean, they're after money. And you
But
have
also,
this type
but
of-
don't you think? Because I always believe, if you are, I look at this thing from a point of view of a product and a market. So if the blesser has this product that is selling, whatever it is, money, don't you think it's because the market is there? There's the market. The market is ripe for whoever would want to buy into that lifestyle, like the blessees, so to speak.
Mhm. I think so.
So I think it's both ways for me. So you have a blesser, and it's because the blessers are there because
Blessees
there's
are there.
blessees as well. Blessees are there because there's blessers.
Mhm.
And also the economic situation, most likely from the background for most women, might actually force them to get into that lifestyle as well.
True.
But then, guys, yeah, I don't know if I should touch this, but I want to touch it. So there was even this whole thing of saying, because of the whole thing of saying that lifestyle is there, this thing of saying, who was it? Is it Babs? But she was a pimp. She's selling girls to all these blessers. Like she's basically started the trend in a way.
At some point, they also even said they accused Faith of it at some point.
Faith in kids.
Yeah.
Do you think she probably did, or you probably don't know?
We wouldn't know.
Mm.
She denied the allegations, but people were saying, yeah, she sold girls under, what was the business name? Is it Failani Beauty or something? No.
Felani Beauty, she's got that beauty range thing.
No.
I didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah, but yeah, she had an agency where she.
But can you, if that is true, can we then say even women are contributing to?
Everybody's contributing to it.
What is the drive? Is it money?
Yeah, it's always money.
The love
I mean,
of
what
money.
else could they be?
But no.
Man.
Money.
Guys, let's get to this. Do you consider yourself slay queens? Do you slay? Bad or right? Bad or in a good way, it doesn't matter. Do you consider yourself slay
You know
queens?
what?
I don't know.
It depends. It depends.
On?
I don't know.
Talk,
We
man.
like looking good. We like looking good.
Do you like slaying? Let me start there.
Yeah, from time to time, yes. But it doesn't mean someone is actually.
A slay queen.
No, someone is financing.
No. And then we found, yes, you can slay because somebody's funding you, which means that you are a blessee because somebody's blessing you, right? But I'm saying now, do you consider yourselves as slay queens? Or is it because there's a queen on the other side, then it becomes like with this connotation? But a queen, crown as a queen.
Yeah.
That's good. But do you consider yourself as somebody, do you want to slay? Do you consider yourself as somebody who's slaying? To an extent that somebody can then say you are a slay queen.
Who doesn't want to slay though? Who?
Are you a slay queen, Jumi?
I don't know.
Jumi, judge your friend.
Low key, I would say she is. I would say.
Okay,
she
Jumi,
is.
are you a slay queen?
Yeah. From
Why?
time to time you do.
Why? These people that would consider me are these people that wouldn't. I personally don't think so. I don't know.
No, but if you're looking at the definition of being a slay queen, do you think you can be categorized as a slay queen?
Most definitely. But
Yeah.
I
Mara, my
think you
nieces
know
are
me, would you
slaying.
say that? Do you think so?
I don't know. What is a slay queen?
I mean, you know me, so would you categorize me?
No, this is why I'm asking your friend.
Nah, friend, you are a slay queen.
Why do you say I'm a slay queen?
Even at Hazeldean with pajamas.
But no,
Nah.
these people that are not slay queens, you never know who you're gonna find.
But you always gonna slay every time you step out of the house.
Also, when you get out of the house, you
Yeah,
put on
she
some
makes
hair,
sure
you
all
put on your
born.
makeup,
Because
you put on your
never
lip
know-
gloss,
You never know who you're
you
gonna
get your
bump
nails
into.
done.
You never know who you're gonna bump into. And I just always feel like you always have to look good.
You always have
Oh.
to.
You always have to look good. You always
So,
have to
It
die.
low key, most women will probably want to slay.
Yeah.
Which will
and I
then
think if you
therefore
can
make
afford
them
to,
slay
then why
queens.
not?
Yes.
If you can afford to, why not?
Okay, now talking about affording to. So when you don't afford, then what happens? Because every woman, I guess, wants to slay. If you
True.
can afford, then what happens?
You see, that's
Is this
where
the time now you
where
start to look for a
transforming
blazer?
into yes.
By hook or crook, do you have to look for a blazer?
No. Work hard.
You know what? People are always worrying about.
Guys, work
what are
hard where? There are no
people gonna
jobs in
say?
South Africa. Work hard where? Go
What
work
are
that
people
guy.
gonna say? You see, that's
People
what
are
drives
gonna
people
say.
also like, yo, I was this girl and now this is happening and there's this man with money and he's like, let me get you back up there and even better. And you're right, like if I stop wearing makeup and I can't afford my weaves anymore, what are people gonna say?
Yeah.
So that also just I feel like we slay queens and you know your influences on it, they live for people
Yeah.
and not for themselves.
But then, with that in mind, do you think then that a lot of, because there's the whole thing where probably most women wants to slay or look the part, do you then think that maybe as time goes, this is probably going to be like take over most of women's lifestyles, that they will want to slay by hook or crook, and then those who can't fund the lifestyles go and get a blazer? Or is it something that we need to be worried about? What are the statistics? Do you think that these things are growing every day?
It is.
Like if most women are getting into,
It is.
because I'm thinking now, what's gonna happen to the kids that are, let's say, a 10-year-old girl, in 10 years time or in 8 years time, she realizes, this is the life. What are the chances of that? More than 50% of girls who are 10 years old today, when they turn 18, they'll want to slay, and if they can't afford that lifestyle, they'll go look for the blazer.
That is not as good as people make it seem like. Honestly, I feel like they only show us what they want us to see, but we don't see the behind the scenes, so we can't say it's a good life.
Definitely.
Yes, they make it look like it's a good life, more Instagram and all that, but we don't know what happens behind closed doors. So some are wearing something you don't really know the depth of is actually wrong.
Never well.
Hence, I'm saying work hard for your money by all means necessary, without involving a man. If you
And
like, we
if you're
give
going
up.
to be a Blessee, that's what I'm saying. I don't judge.
Nah, we're
those
not
women
here to judge
because
anybody.
no one knows what someone is going through. We don't know what everyone is going through in their lives. But I feel like be a focused type.
All the damn time.
Don't spend the money that they give you all the
On
time
bags, on
wigs,
hair,
and,
like
go save
invest
some
in
of it.
property,
Just
invest in a car,
Investment.
in something.
Exactly, and from there,
Have the business if you
don't tell
can.
yourself that this is gonna be you the rest of your life.
Because you're not gonna.
So
be
are you
really
then
the-
saying, are you saying then it's okay to do it for like a little while?
If I would say, if you have a goal to reach, and when you know you are focused, if you tell yourself that you want to reach a certain goal, and if you feel like
This
that
is
life
a
is
temporary
gonna
sacrifice.
help you
Mm.
to get to where you want to be, now I would say go for it.
I'm not judging. That's what I'm saying because I don't know what people's positions are.
Would you do
And-
it?
I like my men young, so no.
No, but does the men have to be old?
But most of the time they are old.
If you were to find a young
No.
blesser,
No.
would you
I-
take the blessing?
No. No.
To me?
You
If,
know,
because with what she's saying, to say, if you're gonna do it, depending on your situation,
Yeah.
get into it and then get out, or invest in something.
you know,
Would you consider such kind of things?
If push comes, I feel like you would.
for me,
No, not in a bad way.
No,
not
no,
in
no.
a bad way.
Of
For
course
me,
Not
not.
in a bad way.
no, I feel like it's hard to say that from the position I'm in right now
Mhm.
because I'm not in a hot boiling water
Mm.
where like now
Our
I have
parents
to
are still
decide
taking care of us.
exactly, is this, this, that, and I have everything that I need so far.
Mm.
So hence I'm saying we don't know what people's positions are and what they're going through and what led them to being in that situation. So
But as you grow
that's
up,
why it's so easy for us to judge.
as you
Because we've
grow
never
up,
been in that
In their
situation.
but here's the
So-
thing: as you grow up, and as you grow up, oh Lord. Okay, let's continue talking. Somebody messed us up.
Okay. So you're saying
Friend Jewel.
why?
Because, friend, nah, but you wouldn't. If you would, though.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
if you
not
would.
exposed, that's not exposed, but I don't know. I
Thinking
wish
about it
I
now,
wouldn't.
yeah.
But then, like I said,
Even the type of guys you date.
yeah. Like I said, who the type of guys I did.
Yeah, so it says a lot. Because,
You see, that's the thing. The type of guys I date. Yeah, I've never really completely considered their financial positions.
yeah.
So I personally don't think I would. But like I'm saying, I've never been in a really tense situation where I really needed to make that decision. But I don't know, judging from the position I'm in and what I've experienced, I wouldn't. Personally, I wouldn't. Because I mean, now I don't really have to consider those things of like, does he have money, and I need somebody who's going to give me an allowance or this. Nah, that's on me. And that's why I date those guys that disappoint me. But yeah.
So would you?
No, as I said,
Mm.
I love my man young.
Yeah. So you wouldn't date, even if it's a young blesser?
No.
So what I'm trying to get to is not so much about the
I want
age
to feel
now.
superior in a relationship, if you get what I mean. I
Oh,
wanna
so
feel like,
it's not. It's so for you. It's not that thing of saying I'll date somebody for money or I'll
No.
become a blessee.
No.
Sorry, please archive this. Can I bad archive it? But yeah.
Okay, so guys, but what do you think? Do you think this thing is gonna end? Do you think it's gonna end somewhere?
think
Like
it's
people
ever
will
gonna
start to
end.
feel like this is wrong.
No, I don't think it's ever gonna.
Do you think it's wrong or it's right?
Like
Morally.
I said, it depends. It depends.
What's your moral view about it?
My moral view? I think it's very wrong. I think it's extremely
I
wrong.
don't think you can archive it.
Okay, it's fine. I think it's extremely wrong from
Okay.
from a moral view. Yeah, no, it's not it.
And who
Because-
defines these morals?
I think you said them yourself.
I agree because
Is it
everyone's
some-
morals differ.
Mm.
So we can't even say society. Everyone within the society has their own
everybody has
different
them.
morals.
So, Jome, do you think it's wrong? This
Not
whole
as I
thing of.
said, dollar what you must.
But what do you think? Do you think it's wrong, or it's right?
It depends.
What do you feel about
it?
it?
Depends.
It really
It
does
depends.
depend on the situation.
I can't say it's wrong and I can't say it's right.
So you're saying there are certain situations where you find that it's justifiable to do whatever needs
It's
to be
never
done.
defiable. Honestly, it's not. Because think about the woman that's sleeping, Kuntlun.
Mm.
What about her? Don't you care about
and
her
when
feelings?
karma comes back, it comes back.
And then one day
Twice
you
as
are
hard.
gonna get married
Okay,
and
say
someone
there's
is gonna
no
do
there's
that.
no woman who sleep with Gonklung. You are the only one.
Okay.
Okay, that's different. Then we're not allowed to judge there. Because you both are doing your shanties.
Yeah, that's how
on
your
own.
relationship
Yeah.
is with that person. That's your agreement. Then there's, I guess, it's
But-
more acceptable.
Yeah.
Not that it's acceptable, but it's
But
more.
if there's a woman involved, yeah, telela manje nje.
Yeah, no, it's very inconsiderate.
The
Much
what
as
the
Both
whole
of you guys, no, not only the woman, you too. Right now,
If
you
you're
suspect
aware.
the wife.
If you're aware, because in most cases men lie about their marital status.
Hey,
Okay, let me get to this question. What do you think are the sacrifices that the blesser or the blessee or the slay queen have to go through for that kind of lifestyle? Like if like we agreed, let's say for first we have agreed that you have agreed as friends that you are slaves, queens. What are the sacrifices that you have to go through for that? But also, if you are to be a blessee or a blesser, and I think we touched a little bit about it on this earlier, what are the sacrifices that you think people go through that are sometimes extreme and bad.
For women, I think they life stop to live for that man. I get that man wa go tlhokomela and he's paying for everything. So if that man says, I want you here now,
You have
whatever
to.
you are doing, you have to stop and go attend to that man because that man wa go
So he's
tlhokomela.
basically buying your time as well.
Yeah.
Is this
So you
is this
have
a
no
black
life
thing?
outside him. So your life revolves around only that guy. And
Do you think then it's the sacrifice, it's worth the gains?
no, it's not. But I feel like they only realize it later on in life. Gore, I could have done this and that. Look at where I am right now and look at my peers. So I don't think they realize it now, but later on, or maybe when they are alone sleeping, it hits them. I don't know.
What do you think, Tumi? What do you think are the sacrifices? Do you concur with those? Is there anything else that you think people are sacrificing a lot?
I think respect,
Yeah.
Your
Your
reputation.
dignity.
your dignity, your morals. You sacrifice a lot. To be
But then
considered.
But as a
Dignity.
woman,
Mhm.
as a woman,
As a woman.
And
from
as a
from
man, being a
man,
blesser,
and some really give up their lives
Yeah.
for this lifestyle. In the literal sense, they would die.
for me, I think from a man's point of view, I think it's something that probably will delay you in life.
yeah,
To
only
get
that.
what
It's a waste
you-
of time.
Only that.
It's a waste of time.
You-
I don't get
and
it.
a waste
But
of
if
money.
it looks like, because people I think are going into it because it's like the lifestyle now. They want to be seen being the guys who are popping the champagnes,
Yeah.
who are, the guys who are buying, and then it's more of women being around them. Like they get to feel that ego or that pride, that sense of pride, because there's people around them that they are
But
funding their
They're
lifestyle.
only doing that because they know if they didn't have the money, women wouldn't hang around them.
But that's the thing.
So when do you think women would hang around you if you didn't have money?
No, I think every woman loves money. Like for my
Yeah.
grandmother, my mother, my sisters, my wife, my daughters, everybody. Like you guys just love money.
Exactly. So it's all about the money.
So then,
So if you have the currency, best believe you're gonna be able to buy whatever you want in the market. I don't
to,
have the
to an
currency.
extent that I have to buy a girl
Yeah.
or
I
a
wouldn't say
crowd of
necessarily-
girls around me.
Yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily buy the girl, but just
At the end of
time.
the day, I think
Spending time with her, that's what you're paying for. It's a service.
That's how men
Spending
see it.
time with her is a service.
it's a service.
So you need to pay
So I'm buying
at
the
the end of the
service.
service. Yes.
And then there are women who are selling that service.
Yeah.
And then they feel okay with selling that service.
You know, the sad thing is that
We
men
don't
do
know.
not respect you.
Yeah. Also,
In that sense.
they belittle you.
They do
Do
because
nothing
if,
to them.
If women could hear half the things that men say about the women that they're busy blessing, it's really embarrassing.
And I don't really think, because if that guy really cared about you and is always giving you money to go buy clothes and everything, why doesn't he give you money to actually start a business or something?
They never
Mm.
want
If
that.
he really
Or go
cared.
to school,
Yeah.
get a
They never want
master's,
that
Yeah.
PhD.
because- No, they never want that because they'll be empowering you, and when you reach that, because all they're doing it for is your finances.
Mm.
It's not like they care about you. per
They
se.
pay your rent.
Yeah,
give
because
you
I'm
money to
thinking
pop
once you
champagne
get
and
your
clubs.
master's, your PhD, or you get a
Exactly.
job, you get out of it.
You're gonna be like, why? am I
Obviously,
still
why
doing
would you
this?
still be in that?
Do you think that's also maybe can you call that financial abuse to a certain extent?
It could be. It is.
Borderline.
actually.
And I feel like it's also
Actually, it is.
emotional abuse in the long run.
Yeah, no.
I feel like emotionally you'll never be okay
Mm.
in the long run.
Because usually financial abuse goes with emotional abuse as well.
Because it will get to a point where this person controls your every move. You can't hang around with certain people anymore because he wants you around or he
Mm.
doesn't trust them or whatever. So, yeah.
But do you think, like, ladies who get into this thing, or even men, get to think about when I'm, like if you're working, right? You think, okay, I'm gonna go on pension maybe when I'm 60, right? And then you get your monies and blah, you chill, you raise, looking after your grandkids and all that. But do you think women who are in that lifestyle are thinking long term when they're 50, 60, what's gonna happen? Because I mean, at the time, your body, doesn't, like, everything is probably dropped. Your boobs are sagging You know, the other one is looking the other way. Your skin is also, you know, no matter how much makeup you try and put on, the weave is just probably falling.
This is why society paints slay queens and your Blessees as stupid, as not focused. Because you're only thinking for the now, you're doing for the now, the today, not the tomorrow. Your mind does not stretch as far as tomorrow in most cases.
But I feel like when they start hitting 30, 35, it start hitting them, yo, my friends are getting married. And me, I'm still busy.
What's the age limit? Now that you're raising that.
If you reach 25 and you're not in a stable relationship, you have to know when I'm a girl, something is wrong with you.
So 30 is
I'm
the
not
limit.
Yeah, but like you need to be in a relationship.
Okay, Kanyamba is 35. You think she's
She doesn't want marriage. But if like you are looking into it, and you want that. But when you start reaching 25 and you're not even in a relationship is stable, you need to worry. You need to start worrying.
At what, 25?
At 25.
But there's women who feel like, you know what, I don't want to get married before I'm 40.
Yes, you can say that. You
can
say that. Like literally, you can say that. But as Nako, it's my this thing in the street life. It's nice, yes, it's very nice. But it's gonna start hitting you when your friends say, when you ask your friend, Chumi, I have no friends, me, I'm busy with the family. When you don't even have.
But that's the thing, that's how
it's gonna start hitting you.
That pressure makes ladies settle for nonsense.
For nonsense, yes.
Just to say, you know what,
I
don't have time and this guy is available. And
the biological clock.
Who knows when the next one will come, so let me just settle for this. Because I don't want to hit that age and all my peers are married and they're talking about kids and whatnot and I'm still here alone, still going on dates and no. So that's the thing.
So basically you're saying by the time if you have not started and you are like 25 or fast approaching, rather not even start.
No, I'm not saying at the age of 25 you need to be married. I'm saying
not married, like
try
starting.
To be in a relationship, and stop this bullshit you're doing. Go starting. Today you're with this girl, tomorrow you're with that girl, or as a hand you are with this gent today and tomorrow you're with that gent. Like get your life straight. Like.
But you know, some people will probably feel like, you know what, your relationships they have not worked, or kids any relationship which was a mess and I've tried all, and then you'll be like, oh, all men are dogs, like
but
why?
Maybe something
let me
is
just
wrong
use
with
all
you.
these dogs.
Maybe something is wrong with you, and when you are busy blaming other people saying they are dogs, maybe something is really wrong with you inside. Maybe you need to go check yourself, because you can't be getting into this relationship after breakup, after 2 weeks you're getting into another relationship. Where did you get time to heal from relationship?
It's also the type of men that you settle for and you accept in your life. That's why you are right. Some women need to look into, but let me stop blaming men. What am I doing wrong?
Hence, I'm saying something. Sometimes don't say someone is a dog or someone is baby. Go and sit down and actually look into your life and sit down and calculate where did you go wrong, and as a boyfriend or as a girlfriend, where did you go wrong, and what could have you done better for the relationship to work.
Before you go into the next
the next relationship, so that you can do better in the new relationship.
But also never blame yourself for a man cheating.
Nah, you can never.
Or ask yourself, what am I doing wrong?
But that's the thing.
Get him there.
You see what you're saying now. It's also what I wanted to touch on, to say. You guys mentioned that it could mostly you find that it's married men who want to do that. Do you think there's something wrong in their relationships that they feel they can get out there?
Can I please say something? Married in a woman, before they get married, bias layer, makeup and everything. The moment they get married, after
they get comfortable.
Here
we are blaming the woman now.
Okay.
We're not blaming the woman. I'm just saying add spice into your relationship. Now and then wear lingerie.
Exactly.
For your men.
I saw this video of this other lady. She was dressed like in a coat, very nice, and she was walking, and then she fell. She tripped. I think it was a step. She tripped and fell. When she fell, she was wearing this tight. Now I was expecting like strings. I'm thinking like, who does that? Like who wears tights?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Can't you go to La Senza? Do they sell tights at La Senza?
Men get bored. What I'm hanging. So if you know monna gago o rata dilo tse nice, do nice things for your babe. I'm not saying it's gonna keep him around, but it's gonna keep the relationship alive.
But then, can you then go back to Tumi's point to say, you're not trying to justify men cheating? Like, if a man cheats on you,
in general,
it's
men
you,
are
really.
dogs. You cannot change it. Men are dogs. They're gonna
Guys,
say,
you are dogs.
and then it's still gonna go to the go next door. Not proper food. You gave it proper food, but it's gonna go next door. So men are dogs. Because if you name
Hi, dogs.
Because most of the times, the woman they are cheating with, let me not say this.
King,
but
say it.
They're not even half
Of the wife.
but
Half in what way?
Men are
Half in the
something
artistic or the physical appearance, or half in terms
everything,
of the heart,
literally
the human in the.
No, but
everything.
That's the thing. Men, when they cheat, is because of the flesh.
Yeah.
No, but
They
here's the
see
thing.
a young
But don't you
girl
think?
with big booty and they're
Most
going.
of the time, it's never really because of
The
any
brains or anything.
emotional attachment per se, but it's
No,
And
let me.
about
because of
No.
what has the eye. Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
Let me tell you from a man's perspective. I need to guide you as well. But I think, as a man, you can go into a relationship because somebody's beautiful and somebody's all that, right? And then you realize upstairs, there's nothing.
Personally, look.
And then you meet. Okay. Look at this. Kanyumba, not Kanyumba. Mangam Tim dated Kanyumba, right?
But Kanyumba
And
was
then-
a smart woman.
No, listen.
You cannot
Yes,
take that
smart
out.
and all that. No. Now I'm trying to give you a different dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
But then he cheated with Zodo.
Oh, money is
Do you know why?
Why?
What was explained,
Why?
or what can you think was the reason?
Why?
Because Zodra gave him that sense of belonging. You know what? See that vibe.
Then go marry
Do you
Zodwa,
understand? Mara, that's what I'm saying. Where men will cheat for a different reason. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be smart only, or you have to be beautiful, or
It's
anything
never,
like
I
that.
don't, most of the time I don't think it's about the brains.
And
it's about how you look.
Is it?
Yeah, it's physical appearance. Most of the time.
But men
Because you
will
don't
marry.
get the time to actually get to know that person.
But men will
and date.
marry somebody that has a brain that functions.
Most of every time.
They can play with whoever
Yeah,
on the
hence
side,
I'm
but they
saying
will always marry
men
somebody.
cheat because of what they see.
What do
Not
women
necess-
cheat for? Okay. Why are we talking about cheating? Anyway.
Money.
Exactly.
Our main topic.
Women cheat for money.
Yeah,
No,
most of the time.
no,
And also,
no.
Okay.
Also, let me
Women
You have a
cheat for
different
money.
view.
No, others cheat for money, but also.
Let's cheat for a small dick. Okay. Anyway.
And also, if you are like
Women take it deeper
maybe
than
let's say I'm in a relationship with Tumi, ne? Tumi nyamthanda and all that.
Is this a
ne?
lesbian relationship?
No, Tumi's
Okay.
a guy.
It
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I'm in a
matter.
relationship with Tumi. Everything is good, but the thing in the department to competong, it's
Home
not.
affairs.
It's just not.
The game is not.
So because I still want to be with Tumi, I'm gonna go outside and do
get
the
it.
shandies, go home, and then come back and cuddle with my babe.
Is that why women women
Yeah.
will do that?
Yeah.
Guys, please. Okay. Anyway.
And then, what I've noticed, men, like men would say, yeah, I'm good in bed. When you get the
Experience. Anyway. That was just, yeah, go working. I'm going to the market. Adverts. So, you were differing with her on something. Or a women,
Don't cheat for money.
yeah.
In most cases, no.
it
Most
depends.
In most
fam.
cases,
It depends. They would stay with their bro chain, but go and date, or not even date, but mess around with the guy that has money, and the guy gives them money, and then they spend it on their bro.
And
And
most
So, you'll
cases-
never cheat for good sex?
no,
No, not really.
I'm loyal to the core.
It's getting hot in here.
No.
Guys, I'm loyal to the core type of girlfriend.
Okay, no, guys. When I'm in love,
Okay, there's a camera. That's why she's saying that. Anyway.
You know what?
to be honest, yeah.
You know
To be honest.
No, for me, ne. When
Okay, I
I'm
think
in
we're gonna
love, I'm
need
in
more
love.
wine.
But
No, friend,
I'm not saying.
I can't believe you're saying this.
No, but I'm saying.
No, please
I'm
correct.
not saying.
No,
I
she
would
didn't
never
say anything.
cheat.
She just did this.
Yeah, no, but
I
potentially
didn't
she
say
said,
this. What does this mean? No.
guys, I don't cheat.
For money. Okay. So yeah.
For nothing. For nothing.
Because there's cameras. Let's spare them.
Yeah, it's Sunday as well.
Let's
Teaspoon.
spare the exposure. I'm speaking on my behalf as well.
You will never
just
cheat for
saying-
money.
I would, like, thing is, man.
Will you cheat for money?
For money, no.
Mm. Will you become a blessee?
For money.
Will you become a blessee while you are in a relationship?
Let me say this, ne?
I'm not at that stage in my life yet.
But
Well,
is there a chance, or is
money
it a,
will,
like
ne,
never,
like
never?
at this point, ne, I don't think money will be a factor for us cheating because our parents are still taking care of us.
Mm.
Yeah, so we.
But can you say never,
enough.
never, ever? You'll never, ever?
We don't know.
I can never say I'll never ever.
We don't know. We don't know.
I don't know if
You are
the future's
open.
looking like.
No, we're not saying we're open to it. We're just saying our needs. We don't know
You
what
know, we
life
say
is.
this today and then
And
tomorrow.
then tomorrow you are
And then you
there.
guys are-
Katlakana lulu, na
Yes,
ke.
and you're like,
And
you what you saying?
Na ke go le reporter, come police you know that.
Yeah, no, no.
Okay, so guys, these things, because the thing is, the thing about men, I think the one thing that usually happens is that everyone is attracted to power.
That's
right?
me.
True.
So here's the thing,
True.
and power.
You know, it feels nice, you know, when you're in the passenger of that M5.
Oh Lord,
And you just
here
like,
comes the Blessee lifestyle.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, it does feel nice.
Drop top,
You know, when you're
driver,
saying-
personal driver.
Hey,
Carry red bottom.
Hey,
Oh
yes.
my
Not
word.
that I'm
Ah,
saying.
guys,
Having
everyone
a
is
daily
capable.
code.
You know?
But it's also a trend now that guys are getting into that lifestyle. They are bending backwards. Even straight guys, by the way.
Yeah,
To secure the
know,
bag.
Yes, Dini, everything
I
for
know
the
it's like,
bag.
you know,
Everything
I
for the
literally know a
bag.
guy who literally gets taken out on dates and they give him money and literally all he does is just be a pretty gent.
Yeah,
And he,
Dating a guy, dating another guy.
No, dating women.
Yeah, especially
Oh.
these pretty boys. Yo, these pretty
Yeah,
boys are
pretty boys.
what Yo,
Most of them are gay.
yo.
But don't you love those ones?
Yo,
like you guys? Don't you
yo.
love those pretty boys?
No, I do.
For me,
No, I do.
for
And
me
then-
personally,
I only
that's
date
what I'm
that.
saying. That's how you wind
But also, it doesn't mean I don't trust. I'm sure both ways it goes.
That's how you wind up with broke
I
guys.
have to tell them
So as long as it's bringing the money, it's fine.
how. I can read
And then so if
sorry for the language.
no, what
Sorry
no,
for the
no.
language.
Why you apologizing? So if yena muna how anyako batsfebe, so as long as you talk about it, say, dude, I want so
No,
much.
I can.
So let's say
he won't tell me straight up.
but should he tell you? Do you prefer him to tell you?
I'll find out.
Now, if I'm thinking,
I'll
if
find out.
my woman wants to sell whatever she wants to sell, and then she comes and say, babe, look, let's sit down. There's a proposal here. Every month we're gonna make 500,000.
You are a focus change, you.
You know, like 500,000. Like, guys, please. So 500,000 is gonna come, and then when now your cut is 250 or 300.
Okay, Han. But I'll feel some type of way.
But
because
isn't
my
that
man
like
is doing
selling
it
my
for-
wife though? Like, isn't that like
Yes.
selling my
Same
wife?
travel.
Yeah, mupeni.
Couples that do that. There's
There's
couples that do that, and I always wonder, like,
Do you know of couples that do that?
I do.
Or you heard of couples that do
I
that?
know
She
couples
knows
that do
of
that.
couples that
Tsi, 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 tsi.
I know couples that do that.
we won't
So it's just
expose.
like- It's just like, but friend, why? You know? And how does your man? I feel like your man doesn't really love you if you let him get
He
into a
doesn't
situation.
value you.
He doesn't at all, zero. Nah, honestly, if your man lets you get into a position like that, then
No, but like if I found out now my man is doing that, I'm not gonna stop it because even I say stop doing
That-
that,
that-
they're
but
still
I'm-
gonna continue.
from-
One thing I should
no.
just say is that I also want to benefit from it. Or
Yeah.
I'll tell
So what I'm
people
talking
it.
about, that part I was talking about, if your man is dating an older lady, a blesser, right? Would
Nah,
you be okay
nah,
with it?
nah. Uyangihlangela ke manje.
Why?
What?
He's securing the bag.
Samo bereka like other men.
Akuru ufachelet.
Samo bereka.
So, okay, when is it acceptable? If he's dating another man?
You see,
Do you know that if you once you go from the ray, you can never go back, apparently. Do you want to lose your man like that?
Yes, Nine. He chose that life for himself. He chose that life for himself.
But do you want to lose him to secure the bag? Like, and then he comes home every month, he's making you 300K every month, right? I'm just giving it as an example.
Yes,
whatever amount of money.
As long as I'm crying on top of Egyptian cotton.
You fine.
As long as you're crying on top of Egyptian cotton.
Is it one of those
Yes,
very money? Didn't they say money can't buy you happiness?
Yeah. Can poverty.
Money can
Let's not they can poverty. No. Choose your struggle, and I would not choose poverty.
I would also not
So
choose poverty.
if it means for now I have to cry every night, it's fine. I'm crying on expensive sheets.
Mm-hmm.
And then afterwards,
Was lay.
no. Be a focus.
Now I replace, I don't play.
You are married, so you're gonna divorce.
I don't mind.
That's not what you said yesterday.
Wait. Oh. No. In terms of us to be someone's baby mama.
Can I please say something?
You
Yesterday,
In terms of being someone's baby mama.
we were. We were.
I know it gets late when you guys are.
Yeah, we were.
Okay, guys, can you bring something there? Because the drinks are finished.
My eyes.
So, okay, yesterday, yeah?
Yesterday, we were there.
Mm-hmm.
When this and other stuff
Oh,
also got
hi.
involved. And we
The
are-
McDonald's, what?
Yeah.
What is that? What, mellow, what? Melon.
Oh,
Watermelon.
Watermelon. Real
I was
high.
high.
So we were high. And then we
High
started
on what?
talking.
On the Daddy Spice.
On high
No
flavor.
other. So we started talking about.
Why are you exposing personal chats? But anyways, go on.
Nah, we're not gonna talk about it. She
Okay.
doesn't want us to talk about it.
No, it's fine. You don't have to. So,
Oh, she
but
doesn't mind. Okay, we were talking about me. I was saying if I get pregnant by someone that I'm not married to, ne,
yeah.
Now we were talking about if she would get pregnant by a Jane she's not married to, or even dating, like maybe by a one night stand. She said she'll make sure Khorbona baya nyala and live a couple.
Even if it's a
couple
one night
ghost
stand.
life. Yes.
Or just to keep the-
for Khorbona, we're gonna get married.
But that's
Just to
true,
keep
though.
the
family.
okay.
I refuse to be a baby mama. I refuse to
Yes,
have the title
Nene.
of a baby mama. I refuse
But
to
why?
Nah,
By
I
hook
feel
or
like
crook?
that now because now I don't have a kid with anyone and I'm just dating.
And you have a
somebody
choice
my
to
way.
actually-
I have the choice to walk away. I don't stand for nothing.
Now, honestly
If you're
speaking,
gonna
ne,
be-
honestly speaking, I'd rather be a baby mama than to get married to someone. Honestly
I refuse
speaking.
to
That
be
you
a
don't
baby mama.
even like.
Because now
No,
when I go on
no.
dates-
I will never have a child by someone that I do not love.
Okay.
Not even like love. I have to be in love with that person.
But
Even
Correct.
if we're not
Happen.
together, I wanna still love that person. Hore, I don't wanna raise my child thinking hore, it's okay to just begezela for you guys. I'm not gonna begezela for my child's happiness. What about my happiness?
No, but
Doesn't it matter?
things happen
Friend,
every day. All
friend,
day.
me, I'm not
I'm
gonna.
just saying.
You know what I'm
Even
liking
ha-
about these conversations? Ne?
Yes.
The whole thing about the fairness of Kronos and is such that we talk as friends, you know? Like you talk about things that, and then hopefully you'll start to see a different perspective that maybe you had not looked at it in that particular way. Because if we're talking about this lifestyle, for example, to say there's blessers, there's blessees, there's slay queens, what could be the bad thing about it? What are the good things that can come out of it? What are people willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to go an extra mile? Are you willing to bend backwards to secure the bag? Or you that kind of a person who says, you know what, I want to work for my money. I want to count every cent that I've ever worked for. But then can we then say securing the bag in that way, it's not working for every cent? Because some people probably feel, you know what, let me just work for my money in this way. It's quicker, it's simpler. But then, what are you sacrificing? What are you compromising? Are you sacrificing your soul?
But we all know there's no money in doing it the legit way, right?
There's no legit way of getting money.
Proper money. Proper money.
There's so many. Guys,
please.
No,
not
Guys,
like that.
until
Like, not like 1,000, like proper money, like
billions.
Status money, like friend. You need to actually.
There's so many ways to access money. You just need to be
legit
to it.
Legit.
So are you telling me men are the only option?
I'm not even men.
Even
like
women.
life in general, there's no legit way of making proper money. Friend, you're gonna sell your friends for money. You're gonna sell your family for money.
I refuse to reach that point.
Friend, you're gonna do some dodgy things for money.
Do you want a drink?
Yes. Can I please have wine?
Yeah, Gan gave us
With ice. Thank
an
you.
ice. So we're replacing those.
If I could sing.
So when Jome, so you're saying there's no legit way of making proper money? Like proper, what is proper money? Like billions, millions?
Status, money that gives you status. That's
What is
proper
that?
money.
What is that amount?
Do you know how many people are out here pretending and they're in so much debt? For me, if you can't pay for it cash, you can't afford it. If you can't pay for it cash, you can't afford it. Why live a life for people?
People do it a lot, especially our generation.
Nah, it's
Body farts, king.
yeah, I don't add those people. I don't want to be explaining things.
But it was also a lifestyle that came in at some stage. That, I mean, who's that guy who killed? Who killed Karabo? Karabo Mkwena?
Oh, you remember that light
He was in
girl?
Forex.
Do you remember that light skin girl?
Remember the girl who was banned, carried by a rubbish
from the
bin thingy? It was
Joburg.
Forex.
Yeah, it was from Joburg.
Well, she probably was
the
going
first
for the
one?
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was probably going for the life.
Hey.
And then those people, because
No, I don't even think it's about that. Banna Bachelete are very jealous.
that's the thing, isn't
They
that what
are
I'm
very
saying?
jealous. They think just because they have money, they can control your life.
Mm. But that's the thing, where if you once you have this blesser, right? Don't you think it gets to that level of, if you now want to date somebody else, say even this blesser has a wife, for example, and then now you want to have your own person.
Hence, I'm saying it's always very tricky. Blessers don't want you to be with someone else besides them. In most cases, not every time, but most cases, they expect you to be with someone. They don't want you to be with someone besides them. You're only gonna entertain them and them alone.
Yeah, but and then when you wanna come out, then what happens? When you wanna come out,
You'll probably lose everything. I think you lose everything.
yeah, because I think my experience is that the people who normally you find them dating, or say they've got a wife and then they are blessing you on the side, then they don't want you to be in another relationship with somebody. And when you wanna come out, because it seemed
It's
when I was
emotionally draining. Why are they in a relationship, in a loving
But when you
relationship
get
with their
into
wife?
it-
But when you can't get into a relationship,
No.
it means your life is on a standstill for this man because he gives you money. Is it really worth it?
But as a girl, when you go into it, don't you know that that's probably what's gonna happen? Don't you discuss those things?
Hence
How
I'm
do you
saying-
date a
hence
married
I'm saying-
man?
Hence I'm saying I will not date someone else's man. Unless all the boyfriend, not stay.
So it's acceptable then.
They're not married.
So
People
Shoot
take
your
our
shot.
boyfriend. They're not married.
I refuse to be with
They're not
someone
married.
who's
If
person
there's
that
no
they
child
married or
involved, and there's no child involved,
But you
and
know
There's
what?
no marriage.
there's no
For me,
marriage, that person doesn't belong to you. He belongs to the streets. for everybody that's willing.
He belongs to
Yeah,
everybody.
No, how friend? They're not married.
No,
They're not
I
married.
feel like-
People get into
So to me,
our
when will you
relationships,
miss out on your soulmate because he's in a relationship?
Naham
If
and
he's my
Anya.
soulmate, he will not be in a relationship.
Ah. Ware motho mo kry-a motho.
Chomi, now if I feel like your boyfriend is my soulmate, I'm gonna go for it.
Whew, it's getting hot. You are not safe.
Yes, it's just that your type of people are not my type of people.
So what am I?
I have high standards. I have
Someone
high
that's your
standards.
type.
No, friend, I have high standards.
So if I do, so you say I have low standards.
Ah, you want me to start?
Guys, hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel.
So I have low standards.
No, you just the people you date are not my type. Let's just say.
So
Okay,
at
but
least you are safe to
you
me
know,
there.
You know, he's saying I have low standards.
Okay,
for
to
me,
me,
for,
to
my,
me.
for me.
Okay, let me ask this.
No,
To me,
that's
the people she
insulting.
dates,
How
are they
is it
your
insulting?
type?
No, let me
But
just
she
say.
dates are not my type.
Okay,
But I will
same.
never say
Same,
she dates
same.
people who have low standards.
Who
She's
have
saying
no standards
I-
at all.
she's saying
She
that
almost
I
said
can
who have
have
no
low
standards.
standards.
Yes, but I'm only
No,
talking
that
about
is
two
not
people.
it.
I'm talking about two people that I've warned you about, but you're still going.
I've warned you about the same person that's been dribbling you for 3 years.
Yeah, I'm
No,
still gonna.
But I've never said to you, you date people of low standards. And that's what she's saying. I'm dating people that have low standards.
Guys, are we over an
That is
hour?
not even the case. That is not even the case.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
No.
It's a wrap.
No.
Not it.
Okay, so
It's
here's
a
the
wrap.
thing. Here's the thing.
It's
I
a
think you
wrap.
know what I like about it, ne?
It's a wrap.
What I'm liking
Wow.
about it is that
No.
No.
No, and yours is high
Good
standards.
rate.
He's not, but those
Dogs.
two friends.
Which two, friend? We've all taken L's. No.
Oh,
but
that's
that's
how.
no.
To me, there's already
no,
2, 3, 4.
No.
No, I want
No,
to.
wait. She's talking about in general ever since she knew
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
mean,
trying to
only
understand.
two people, recent
No, but
people,
I'm trying to understand.
recent, two people,
No,
recent.
but I'm trying to understand.
Can't you go? Okay,
And
tell
I told
me.
you, even
Tell me,
yesterday,
guys.
I told you, Korna, friend, why
Vachetsi inko drinking ile ya
When did I go
McDonald's.
back? When
When
did I
I
go
Jome.
back to?
Vachetsi inko drinking
You
ile ya
didn't go back
McDonald's.
to that person, but you went to someone similar to that person.
No,
And I told you.
You see, that's different. That
Okay,
person, I've
tell
known
me.
them for quite a while.
What did they
And I
put
explained the situation to
in
you.
that drink ya McDonald's?
No, this is getting very personal and very insulting.
Oh.
That's very insulting. You just said I date people of low standards. That is very
No.
insulting. That is
Okay,
not
here's
in
the
the
thing.
case. I refuse to accept that. So,
I'm
yeah.
saying. No, but obviously I think what the type is not your type. And
Yes,
what
But
your
that does
type
not
is.
mean
Yeah, so
they are
that's
people
the
of
thing.
low standards.
No, but you see that one.
See, that's what I'm
you
arguing.
cannot
Just
really
because
judge
my
that
type
from
is not
from
your
outside.
Type, it does not mean they're people of low
But
standards.
I'm saying I don't think you can judge that from outside because you never dated those people that she dated. So I don't know. I'm
Not
just
talking
taking.
in terms of. No, not even talking. Like, how should I put this?
Anyway, we were talking about blessers.
Yes,
The people she was dating were not blessing her or not blessing or blah blah. Have you dated anybody who you felt like this is my blesser?
No.
Or you actually did the blessing?
Yeah.
Cut.
Okay, tell me about the experience, Joe.
Right, not to me.
Timmy, do you wanna tell me about Ojo May's experience about dating somebody she blessed?
No, but I say it publicly and
Yeah.
and he follows Chronozonia. So yeah, no. So you know yourself and yeah.
You know yourself.
Yeah, no.
Kimang, oh. Okay, let's not mention names, but do you know anyone who you have dated or your friend has dated that you blessed or they blessed you? Where you felt like you were a blessee?
I know someone.
Who you blessed?
We all know someone. And
Who what?
we've all been in situations where we were doing all the finance.
Even
We were finance managers and not in the term of-
guys who are listening
I was
out there,
managing
yes, the
finances.
ladies who can finance your lifestyles.
Been there, done that, won that t-shirt, not going back. Thank
Okay.
you. Give me 0.
So it was a bad
0.
experience.
I know it was a horrible one.
Can't relate.
And it was all for nothing. Here I am thinking I'm supporting someone's dreams.
Oh Lord.
Can't
Can we go get our money back? Let's go get the money.
Hashtag she wants her money back.
And
I
the
want my money
time.
back.
I'm
And
not
my
still
time.
supporting.
I refuse.
But
I was like, sorry.
Have
I
you?
deserve better.
Yeah, I am still.
Then I have no standards. I'm just saying.
As we were. But guys, okay, from a man's point of view, okay, from my point of view, I don't think even if I had all the money in the world, I will go into a relationship where I'm blessing somebody and somebody becomes my blessee. I think I've got a lot of things to do than waste my money on the so-called blessees.
We were not blessing, guys. We were supporting our men.
What's the difference?
Supporting him to cheat.
Okay, Mara, what is the difference between supporting and blessing?
No, I feel like if you're supporting someone with their dreams and helping them get somewhere, that's different. I'm supporting you to go do your nonsense out there, then no.
So you actually funded him to go out?
No.
Eh?
Friend.
What was he investing in? That was so. What were you funding? What were you funding? Nani tell up that.
Kola moya wami wakhitha kwenza kakhe.
But I know I was funding nonsense.
Okay, but do you feel like do you feel like the investment that you did was worth it?
I'm still in the relationship.
Did you reap
so it's
the
hard
benefits?
to say. It's hard to in bed. Most definitely.
I will not.
Yeah? In what? What did you say?
We move.
Did you guys catch that? Okay. Whatever she said, we're moving. So.
Well, I'm still in it, so I can't really say.
Oh, you probably feel like you still have time to reap the benefits of this investment.
Oh, most definitely. It's gonna end in wedding bells.
Not in tears.
No. I'm not here to play. I'm not here to play.
So, but what if he doesn't want to marry you?
I will force him.
Force him in terms about witchcraft.
What are you? Yeah, exactly. I wanted to say.
We'll,
Are you gonna go get a snake?
Bona, if I have to, I'll tell her what I'm.
No, Mara. What is the joy or the comfort that you're gonna derive with somebody that you know? This one you have worked on them.
Like, I personally not say I was working on. Nah.
Like if you're gonna go out there and get mam sebelezi and all those things to get what you want.
If you have to, tell her what you must.
Guys, we're in trouble. Yo, very lawyer, more lawyer, more.
I was about to say something, but let me keep quiet.
You know, say something.
Say it.
Remember, we're talking.
Say it.
No, guys. I don't want to.
I actually enjoy personal stories.
No. You see, this one was. Actually, no. Never mind. Yeah. Let's move forward.
You'll tell me.
I'll tell you that. Yeah.
I enjoy personal stories, guys. Those are juicy. Not like I enjoy juicy stories, but I enjoy things that are personal experiences. Because you know, as much as you're talking, you probably find that somebody's going through the same thing right now. But while you're going through it, if you're still staying, what is the reason of you staying there? And if you feel like you cut this thing, what got you to that level where you feel like, you know what, this is it. I can't pass this stage. I have to cut it.
Me telling a friend or me telling someone, hore, leave this person is not enough for that person to leave. That person has to tell themselves, I'm ready to leave.
Okay.
So other than that, I don't think you can tell someone. You can tell someone to leave, but it doesn't mean they're actually gonna do that.
Yeah, but for you to get to the.
He told me that
More than you.
And
so
I'm
many
still
times.
there.
But what will drive you to get to the level where you say, you know what, this one, nobody else can have him. This one is my person. Is it because of the time that you have invested in this? Is it that because you have blessed this person so much?
I wouldn't say. I'm not saying I'm not invested, but I'm not like 100% invested in the relationship. It can go both. Am I?
You're so invested. You're so invested.
Okay.
To me, you seem to know more about this. Talk to us.
Yes, you know what? I was in this relationship from the beginning, so I do know a lot about it. Hence, I
But
have
is
so
it-
much to
I
say
met
about
this
it.
guy through.
No, you know
Oh
what?
Lord. Okay, let's
But
not get to
I did
that.
warn from
So
the beginning till now.
it's still going.
And it's
But
still
do you
going.
feel like you have, with whatever that you have sort of like invested, whether you call it a blessing or whatever it is, ne?
It's not even about.
you
It's
think,
a
Uri-
relationship. It's a relationship.
But do you feel? Because some people, right? Even if you are in that relationship, because you know, this is my take. If you're in a relationship, you're going to have to give something to get
Most
something,
definitely. Most
right?
definitely.
And then for some people, they give out money, some in small quantities, some in chunks, right? People invest their time. Some it's like, once I meet a girl, you know, I ditch all my friends. Like I want to put all the time, so I manage it from that point of view. And then once the relationship starts to hit the rocks or hits rock bottom, you start to feel like, I've put my time into this thing, I've put my money into this thing. No, I'm not going out. If I'm going out, I know a situation. It was in a town in Venda somewhere. This other guy, that's like the lowest I've ever seen. I was still in high school. So this guy, the girl was, I think she was dating somebody else. He found out. And then it was in town by the taxi rank. You can imagine how many people are there by the taxi rank. He says, no, you know what? I want everything that I've ever bought for you. Right?
Okay, that's low.
And then, no, that's low. By the way, okay, she takes off, I think, the t-shirt. Because he was saying, I bought that t-shirt, I bought those sneakers. And then he's like, oh, by the way, I bought the underwear that you are wearing under that jean. I want it.
No, it's fine. We have to
So I'm saying,
So you're gonna take it off?
No. No, I wouldn't. Like, personally, I wouldn't say, like, no, what, like, I feel like whatever I spend on someone, it doesn't matter.
This
It
is
doesn't
why
matter.
I hate it when men spend on me.
I get it. I feel like it makes them feel some type of way. But
so
like,
can
I
you
know how
imagine
to-
now, you are a blessee, and there's this blesser who has spent millions on you. And now you want to leave him. How do you think he's going to feel?
But what's the reason for me staying?
Because here's the thing, that's why
What's the
earlier,
reason? Like, you need to tell me if I'm staying, I'm gonna be it's either your second wife or your third wife or whatever. I can't just stay
No,
the
remember.
girlfriend status anymore.
And guess
because
what?
you want me to stay here and I can't date someone else.
But this is why, when you started, did you check those things? Uri,
No, now.
what are you? Because you probably just were
Obviously,
enjoying
you
the
know,
money.
You know what you are.
You were
There's
probably
no
just
need for you
enjoying
to
the
sit
blessing.
down.
You were
Hey.
probably just enjoying the blessing.
Hey.
Maybe you were young. You're not thinking like long term ahead.
But if that person wasted in a couple of years, maybe 7 years of your life, nah.
I know of women who cannot get around the thing where they can be married because they are dating a married man who's providing everything for them. And they want to, by the way, they even want to have kids. They can't even have a baby. With that
Then
man,
what's- then
with
what's
that
the
man,
reason?
because that man,
Has a
one,
wife.
he has a wife,
A
and
family to
he doesn't
protect.
want the wife to find out, but then they are providing the lifestyle. Like, you know, this lady lives in an estate, he has bought a car, you know, like whatever she dreams of. If it's about money, she lacks nothing. But she wants a baby, and she wants a family. Now, it comes to, what are you willing to sacrifice for those things? More
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
these men who are like old. Old, I mean 50 going up, being possessive.
They are people with money are very possessive. They're very.
And it goes back to financial abuse. But then if you find somebody like that, do you talk to this person from the get-go to say, okay,
I
you're
feel like-
married, I probably will want a baby later, but maybe at the time you're 21, you don't even know what you want.
I feel like sitting down and discussing what are we and what are we doing and for how long are we going to do this and then what can I do and what can I not do.
You start catching feelings.
Nah, girls are strong, trust. Banyana.
Girls and emotions.
Girls.
Girls and emotions.
And
And you sleep with a girl today, she thinks we're in a relationship.
No. No, it depends. No, it
Okay,
depends.
the girls,
It depends.
the
It
girls
depends.
at my
It
time. I don't know
depends.
about
It
you
depends.
guys.
It depends.
You guys have power now.
People can date for years and not even have a tiny dainty feeling for you. Trust. Just sleep with me.
What's
You
wrong?
are there for a
What's wrong
purpose.
with women
You
these
are there
days?
for a purpose. Serve your purpose and go home. Let's not complicate things. Let's not really
Hey,
complicate things.
women have become men